Yo, saying you can hear me now, you guys. It's not saying continue recording without audio. Anywho, it's your friend here. Trying to be your friend. You gotta watch more of my videos, I think, besides just the ones on what happened to me as a young man. Since then, I've had many experiences along the way, and I'll start with let me start with a little something about Connecticut. All right, now, if you're driving in Connecticut, if you get up to the red line or the white line, and there in front of the stop line at the red light, there are little scales in the road, sort of like scales. They sense the weight. The sensors say it sense the weight of like 2.5, 3 tons, like the weight of a vehicle, 2 to 4 tons. The average weight of a sedan, at least. Even a motorcycle may weigh. Those friggin' things weigh more than you may think. Anyway, it sort of senses that kind of thing. It goes over them. When the opposing traffic to you is going over them all the time, fine. If you want to get changed real quick for you, you got the red light, just get up to the little rectangular thing, those cracks you see. Sort of in a squarish sort of shape, the cracks. Or those square metal pieces you see, that square line you see in the road made out of metal. Get in the middle of it. That's the scale itself, just under the pavement. Okay? So it senses the weight of your vehicle on it. Thereby, if you just tap your brakes on, move forward, let off the brake if you got automatic, idle just a touch forward and tap the brakes, tap, tap, tap your brakes basically on and off. Well, you can make the light change quicker for you. Okay, now another thing about Connecticut lights. If you have a CBN 10 and you run gold through it, which you're allowed to have in your car, CBN 10, if you get up close to those lights, you get to the stop line, just click the buzzer, you make all lights go red, green, and yellow all at the same time. True story. Anyway, I experienced that one time. The guy did it right in front of me. In Stamford, I heard, now this is just me through the grapevine, what I've heard over the years through the grapevine, living in Greenwich, going around delivering food in Greenwich, Stamford, and Portchester for many, many years now, off and on. Off and on, because that's how the jobs are. Just off and on, part-time here and there. I don't know. They never add up to much, because you got to fix your car anyway. So by the time you fix your car, hey, you ain't got much left over. So anyhow, whatever. Yeah, so in the end, it's not as worth it as you may think. Anyway, but back to what I know about this area from doing that. I've been up in the dispatch, say, of Stamford Police. I can give you the layout. It's on the 10th floor. I'll give you that much for now. I'll give you more later. More later on all this. So this is going to be a quick video, just to give you a general idea that I have some knowledge of the general area. Also, Connecticut we're going to get into, and also your country as a whole. And maybe a little bit into the world, and what really goes on in this world. So my grandfather was UN for real. He worked for the UKIN. And I don't have the postcard here to prove it to you. Or in front of your faces, but I will next time. Get a postcard. Since you're close up front on the camera, on a postcard, postmarked France, although written from England, because he said it was quite damp and chilly here, David, which is how it is in England. He was in England. Anywho, but of course we're protecting him on postmarket France, like he's in France. See, he was the first Secretary General, if you haven't heard of him. Yukin, Y-C-A-N. They spell the name. His first name only. I mean, my grandfather, to look him up, David Finlay Ritchie, go ahead, he's dead. I don't protect him anymore. He dead. At 99, he died. My grandmother recently died at 102. Why did they live long lives? And good lives at that. So I ain't crying about them. Anyway, I ain't crying no more. Anyway, well, if you just do this one thing, say, look up David Finlay Ritchie, if you can. If you want to go do it and tell you search or anything you want to do, go look up under death records. U.S. Census Bureau. Death records. David Finlay Ritchie. You'll find in some cases still alive at 105. Well, I know full well he died at 99. So his relative. Middle name, Ritchie. I don't give a shit. I'll give it all away right now. Oh, me. Might as well. I've lost my privacy here in Stamford, Greenwich, Portchester, even Darien. Not how far it goes, or how far down it goes. Southbound along I-95 and just along I-95. In the general area of, say, I don't know, Rye, anywhere I had friends right here growing up. Now, I always had tons of friends, I thought, along the way. And yes, some of them I went my own way from. As I grew up, I got other friends along the way. And, like my elementary buddies, well, they're not my buddies anymore. They were, and still this day, if I ran into them, hey, what up? But then again, we move on, don't we? And the friend I have today was a lot different than the friends I used to have. Like, I'm best friend with the ex-Jamaican police officer who's about 50 years older than me. Hey, isn't that odd? His name I won't mention because he didn't deserve to be mentioned this. Anyway, he's a good guy, though. He must have been. And he got shot through and through in the arm. All right, so he got lucky through the muscle. But whatever. See enough action right there. Anyway, I think for one man, that's enough for me. It would be. How about him? Maybe he likes. I don't know. He wants another one to the arm. I don't know. But I'm sure it's a lot of time he needed to be shot to figure out how it felt. I don't know. I remember when I was driving. Don't get in an accident now. Ever on the highway, people out there. 995, you follow way too close to where the hell you people are. All right, out there? If you drive at 995, and now it's worse with you two. People closest to you, center out from the address I put. Well, I put Scalzi Park. I'm a bum. I don't have an address, all right? I don't have an address. My dad has a place. I borrow his place, his computer once in a while. Take a shower, relax, chill. Then I bum it out in my car. In the back, I don't have an address, right? This is a mailing address. Always has been a little bit. I don't think I ever changed it to a permanent address. I'm not sure what my permanent address is. I think it'll be a P.O. box and a car license plate number, my permanent address. I'm getting sick of this place. I'm sick of it already. Anyway, I've been living in Stamford now 7 or 8 years. All right, now if they say until you get to know someone, well, you don't know someone until you get to live with them for a while. Why would you know Stamford until I live here for a while? Dead center. See, I always lived in the outskirts of Stamford, east side, west side. They didn't know too much of me. Whatever. South end, the outskirts. And I'd be right into Greenwich to work. Back to Stamford to sleep and to New York to play. So that's how I used to do it. But now suddenly I'm doing this whole live, work, and play in Stamford thing. I was just going to Stamford and wonder why it was something about it I didn't like from Greenwich. And Greenwich and Darien people, what we like to call them here, the people that never leave Stamford, or the families that been here forever and just this place goes to shit based on what they have to say, I guess. They've been the reps and the house, they're the government, right? I don't know, they're all a bunch of blue collar people. Blue collar forever in this city. It's obvious. They know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, really, even I've had a little architectural engineering in my life. I mean, haven't they even been to school yet, these people that work for this government? Have they ever gone to school, most of them, for anything? I mean, they drive on operations vehicles. So these are little sedans and pickups. Where is their heavy machinery? In Stamford of their own. See, the state will do the state roads. You ever wonder why Stamford's roads never get done? Barely. Well, you only have to have for that a grinder or two. See, take the grinder first. I've never seen a grinder from Stamford. And granted, they're on turn, they may do a little something on a road. How they do it, I have no idea. In the backcountry, it doesn't matter because it goes right up to the grass. So, but with their curbs, they can't come up so high. The curb, which is why they have to grind down to bring it just up to the sewers, level with those sewers. You see, that's why there's so many potholes. Why the sewers seem like potholes in this place because they don't grind it down. They have a grinder. You ever see a grinding machine going on grinding? They grind up the road. It's all rough for a while, like on the highway. On 95, they do all the time. So the feds are taking care of business. The state's just barely taking care of it. The feds are definitely taking care of it. And down here, I heard from somebody, the local governments are going to rule the show. The federal government's breaking down. And the local government's going to take over. Then the state government's going to break down. It's because local government. He liked that idea here in Stamford. I've seen one Confederate flag in the back of a pickup. I've also seen one Confederate flag hanging out of a guy's back pocket. All right, whatever, a handkerchief. It looks like a Confederate flag. What's that about? I never saw that in my life driving all over this friggin' place. Left and right everywhere. We're all over Stamford. I delivered in Stamford for a million places. I delivered all over. I delivered for Pudgy's Chicken Wings there on Hope Street. I delivered for Villa Italia over one place. On the east side, I delivered for Blue Ginger on the south end. I delivered in the past. I've been delivering here. I've been delivering for all over Greenwich, all over Stamford, Portchester, Rye Brook. I've been all over this place. I have never seen that in my life. Not living in Greenwich my whole life. And they call Greenwich, we got a rich, we're against black people or something. We don't like whatever. If you're flying a flag, you don't like anybody but white people. In fact, I thought it was against the law. But I guess flying in your house is, but not, I have no idea, really, it's against the law. It's against my law. That's before Abraham Lincoln really came along. If you're living that far in the past, and I guess you're from Stamford, well, there you go. How far in the back are they living? How far back are they living here? I have no clue. At least the people, I have no idea. Some people. I don't know about all people here, but that's just what I saw. I'm just telling you the facts. 2 people only. If there's 2 of them, there's more of them. By the way, secondly, they caught a cult member here in Stamford. A kid already told me like 2 years before they ever caught this guy. So there are 2 cults in the backcountry, if not 3. Maybe more. I really wasn't sure. He said 2 or 3 at least. Definitely 2. Well, they caught a cult leader here in Stamford. The police were surprised, and the detectives and all. They were shocked I wasn't. In fact, well, if there's another cult out there, you might want to get the whole cult, not just the leader. But believe it or not, there'll be another leader. So everything else we know in this world, by now we ought to know. When we get one terrorist leader, one of them pops right up, so you get the leader all you want. I just get all his followers at the same time. Maybe his followers first, leave him alone. He's nothing about them, right? So they say the leader will run. If you take care of a few of the guys in the front, the leader's always in the back, right? In a gang, well, take out the leader, they don't run, really. See, they just get a new leader. They may run, but they get a new leader. See, and they always say take out the leader in a gang fight. Well, and if you're by yourself, do that. Well, they may run, but they'll come back at you with more of them next time. Because they'll have a new leader. They'll say, let's get more of them to get this guy. Like Steven Seagal. He was able to take out most of the gangs, and a couple ran. Because he got the leader. Only he didn't get the other ones too. Well, guess what? They're going to go and come back with even more next time. A new leader will say, okay, well, I was there for the first one, so this time we're going to get more people together. We'll get more of a gang. And we'll go after them with that many more. Well, this time we'll bring guns and fuck Steven Seagal, because he never carries a gun. We all have guns, boy. Well, he ain't going to get them all from us that quick. Well, we'll get them one way or another, right? See, a gang that may not carry guns at all. Let him say, we'll get some guns then. That old Steven Seagal guy. Well, he is real. He knows martial arts, but not going against 20,000 other guys that have martial arts techniques of their own, too. Like the transporter, that oil scene. And that guy is real. Sure, he knows karate. That's all choreographed. You see, it's not pre-choreographed, pre-set for him. He might have a really hard time. I'm sure he was a grease ball and it's hard to grab onto. But those guys in there, they were set up. They were never happy at the beginning. To begin with, I don't think. So, whatever, man. All that skating around and for everything, I don't know. He possibly could do it, sure. But they're missing each other completely in the movie, not hitting each other. So that's the idea, to make it look like I hit. Hey, man. What'd that look like? It sound like? I don't know. I didn't touch myself, though, with that one. Look, I just slapped myself up the face. But I didn't. Sounded kind of like it. If I did sound, I don't think it sounded a lot like it. But, you know the old... I mean, didn't hurt a sick. Didn't hurt at all. In fact, I didn't touch myself, see? I had my own face. But what did it look like to you on camera? That's how it's done, kind of. You don't have to come that close with it. With the camera involved. Anyway. And there's all those other special effects they added to it. With the computer and everything. So in the end, really, none of it's really real, son. Well, some of it's real. See, that's stringing fiction and non-fiction at the same time. See, the movie, the dude's real. Like, even in Action Jackson, remembers. He's running over all those cars down through the city. He's running because he's chasing the guy in the car. He figures, oh, I'll get my car, get some quicker. Well, that's real, probably. In traffic, you can imagine. Leaving from car to car when we're all stuck ain't that hard. Carl Weathers maybe even doing that for real. Maybe not even a stuntman, really. Just Carl Weathers was an action kind of guy. A lot of these action heroes, they do a lot of their own stuff. Not everything, but they do their own running through the woods and stuff. So, it's really them running through the woods. But it's not them maybe diving from a chopper and landing into a fire pit. But, when they die in the scene or something. But I'll tell you what, the point is that, it's kind of real stuff and fake, even on the TV, if it's not just from advertisement to the football game. You're going streaming. It doesn't stop. That's the difference between the computer and, say, getting information on the computer or watching something on the computer versus watching the TV. You have to watch all that programming. So if you've been programmed by the TV, you see, that was used as a psychological tool back in the day. It still is to this day. It's going to brainwash your ass. So you get brainwashed by the TV. It goes in your subconscious at least. If it doesn't stick in your conscious mind, it's going to stick in your subconscious mind. And those advertisements, you don't go run out right now and buy a Big Mac or an Egg McMuffin, or whatever the latest Egg McMuffin with bacon wrapped around a cheese muffin is. But definitely, if you don't think about it now, when you're passing McDonald's, there's nowhere else to go at the moment, or no SEC, but McDonald's say at the moment. That old wrapped up cheese with bacon egg McMuffin sandwich, brand new as the menu. That's gonna strike you right. That's gonna hit you right up. Better to come to the forefront of your mind. Now, whether you buy it or not, it's being in the front of your mind. It comes to the front, the conscious mind. See, it's in that stored little subconscious mind of yours. It's sort of like here's a trick I learned in Walmart. Okay, I was in there. Now, Walmart's fine to do this. There's nothing wrong with this. But the bulk rate discount I got on, say, the 100 pack of CDs, Philips brand CDs, $24.99. That was the bulk rate, 100 CDs. That's the maximum you could buy at the moment. Well, then there were 250 packs next to it. It said $99.99. It looked exactly the same, at least the packaging did. So I read it closer, they were the same product. Well, the 250 pack added up to $19.98 in my head. Now, if you have to go back over the tape again to, figure that out on your own, go ahead. $9.99 plus $9.99. That's 250 packs. 100 blank discs, right? Same 100 blank discs as in the 100 pack. 50 plus 50 is 100, right? We all got that math down. Now, plus $9.99 and $9.99, the 250 packs adds up to $19.98 plus tax. Well, $24.99 for the 100 pack plus tax is going to be more than $19.98 plus tax, right? So I took 250 packs, right? I mean, just 150 pack. Hell, I have to buy them by the 100 pack now to get the bulk rate discount, that is. See, I figured it out, man. And I asked the guy, am I right? I think they're just both the same product. He goes, yeah, man. You figured it out, huh? And he laughed. Well, I got a leather-bound NCAA basketball there for like $20. Best you can get, besides a professional one. It's just a little bit of a half-inch size difference. Something like that in circumference or something. Not, it's a little bit different in size, basically. A little bit, touch, but it's just as good as basketball. All your rubber ones. Rubber, not leather. Not nearly as good. And some of the oversized ones, maybe some of the undersized ones, whatever, kiddie bowl, whatever they make. Well, all those were more expensive than the one I got generally. Even it was just $1 more. So I had the best for less at Walmart. Well, there's a little bit of being an informed consumer, okay? Which is what kind of America wants. They say they want that. And that's up to you. You see, I was an informed consumer. Well, it's not that big a deal. Just inform yourself at the store. So here's a little information for you. Inform yourselves out there. Just, it's what you buy that makes the biggest difference in the world. If you buy it, well, they're going to put more in the market. If you don't, then they won't. So what the consumer wants is what the consumer gets. If you want a green planet, then think what you buy and use in this world. If you want a green planet, if you want to live, if you want the human race to survive, if you really want to survive, because we can do all we can. Governments can do all they can. But if everyone doesn't pitch a hand into it, I'm talking about everybody in the world right now. I mean, if we don't come together as a world on this one, as a human race, period. Come together now over this earth. Not like come together right now over me. No, it's not right now over me. That's very selfish to say that. Actually, it's come together right now over your Mother Earth. She'll take you out of this world. She'll bring you in this world. Or she'll take you out. She's the same with your mother. She put your mother in this world. And as we all say, your mother will take you out. Well, Mother Earth will take your own mother out. Or you're just a little baby. She wants to, or she has to. Because she don't care about anything on this earth specifically. No one specific thing that she put here in the beginning of time. Or whenever, however it began. I don't want to try to say how it began, or why I'm here, or anything. How anything began. I'm not going to be the judge of that one. But I do know one thing. As of right now, Mother is talking right now to us. How much is just one channel anyone who watches this channel? SOTT. S-O-T-T. Extreme weather. Check it out. Check it. Now check yourselves. Before you wreck Earth to the point where she takes over. She takes care of her own self. Because we're not. And we haven't been. For a long time now. The Earth, just 200 years ago, was not like it is now. Earth itself. The water, the oceans, the people on the planet. Not so sickly, not nasty looking. All this chemical we breathe. There's all this chemical we drink. All this shit in the air. They're talking about smoking causing problems? Well, an hour in traffic. I don't care if you got your windows up and your ventilation blown or whatever. Your AC on or whatever's on. You all bulb up in your car, still breathing in traffic an hour a day. Well, you might as well be taking in a pack of cigarettes a day. Even with that catalytic converter. Only gets rid of so much smog. Anyway, if you like Earth done chemically and all nasty and disgusting, well, I guess you go with this whole show. And it's just a show. Like in Peter Gabriel's song, this facade soon shall burn. It's just a facade that man made has built for himself. Well, I went along with this facade. I'll go along as it lasts. But man was not supposed to adapt the environment totally himself. No, he's supposed to adapt to the environment also a little touch. I'd say we're all living in mostly a virtual world right now. What if you can just adapt this Earth to us? Well, unfortunately, Mother Earth doesn't think that way. She thinks, no, you adapt to the big body here, Earth itself. They're like every other animal does. They adapt to their surroundings. They don't adapt Earth to their surroundings. So they have a better chance of surviving the animals. And we survived the Ice Age. Humans were here during the Ice Age. And we made it out of it. The strong did. So I'm waiting for Darwin's theory to come true. And it will. No one has to make it happen. No, it will. It's happening already. That fly, West Nile virus died for the first time in New York City. West Nile virus, the first case of it. That comes from a fly. Now, it's the winter time. They may be thinking, oh, it's winter. They'll settle in for the winter. Well, that's just one fly, and they multiply a lot. They may have many larvae. They're going to sit and wait. And when they're right, they'll come out any time, but they'll always leave larvae behind. Honey eggs they make, all the time making eggs. Anyway, you know the queen bee, how many bees she puts out each year. Anyway, whatever, man. And then we got that other fly problem we got. Now we can't even spit out babies correctly. We're worried about that one soon. All around the world we're having that problem now. Babies come out all messed up, not really living. I mean, those kind of babies, I don't know if you're going to keep them living or how long they will live. It's kind of sad. They would even try to keep one of those babies living. It's kind of a disgusting way to be because those babies, they could be in pain. They couldn't even show it or tell it. They don't know how much pain they're in or what they're going through. I hate to say it, but they should probably be put down right away. If the mothers can't be sure that they don't have this thing before they give it to a baby, well, maybe they should not have a baby at all. They're not responsible enough to have one. They already knew about it. They had a baby afterwards. They conceived the baby afterwards. After they already knew, after the fact of knowing. Well, they're responsible to have one. So that's a problem in this world. I mean, people aren't responsible enough to have the child or the amount of children that they brought into this world. I brought in no children because I knew I didn't want responsibility. Take on the responsibility you want to take on, not what's expected of you. To have, say, a wife, a husband or whatever, 2 children, 3 cars in the parking lot, a white picket fence, and a home, and a mortgage, all other stuff. Well, that's the American dream, I guess. You don't have to live that dream. No one said you have to. No one said that is your dream. You have your own personal dreams, right? That's the American dream, to live out your own personal dream and define your own success. So Trump's a success in his own way. In his eyes, he's a success. In my eyes, it's not what I want to be. If I don't make millions of dollars in my life, well, maybe that's not what defines my own success. I don't know what defines my own success. I never thought about it much. To me, it's just leaving a mark on this planet somehow or another. And I've done that already with my art. I've sold some artworks. I've done it already. I've given plenty of it away. It's made plenty of people happy. And they put it on their walls and are happy forever with it. They love it. And I've been told by one guy, I gave it to as a boss, and forever he's had it since about 21. I'm 45 now, and whenever I see him, he says, Jeff, man, you know that painting you gave me? Still this day I keep it in my bathroom. You know why? It's a smaller size, so it goes in the bathroom good. He says, you know why I keep it in the bathroom? Because every day I can look at that picture first thing in the morning. Granted, I'm going to the toilet, but when I see that painting first thing in the morning, the rest of my day is good, no matter what. No matter what else happens, his day is good. It starts his day out right. See what I'm saying? I've left my mark in this world and on people themselves. And I've touched hearts. Okay? I really have. And I've saved lives. Without combat boots and without a gun. Like Stephen, like this is out to all the police out there with all this shooting, all this shit out there. Around the country. And around the world. It takes more than combat boots to make a man. It takes more than a license to shoot a gun. Got it? That's being proven right here in the United States. Just because you got a license doesn't mean you know when, where, how, or what to use it on. Alright? That's being proven right now. And that's by Sting. I quote, Sting, the singer, composer, songwriter, the friggin' genius of all time of music, I think. One of the best musicians to ever live, and he's still working to this day doing it. So anyway, if you know who Sting is, then I know what box you just came out of. Anyway, what's happening with Slim Jim? World, get together on one thing only. The very earth you live in, breathe in, swim in, drink water from, live on. You think you're going to Mars soon? I don't think so. It's not coming up in your lifetime, my lifetime, our children's lifetime, or any of their children's lifetime. It might never come along. What do you think? The space race is over for this country. It's a fake now. The Air Force is using all the technology we need. We know we're not going further than Earth. We're just using it for defense and offense if we have to. In fact, at this point, we already have this thing. A little plane, one man fits in and skip right through and out of the atmosphere. Boom, boom, and skipping across. We already figured out straight up out and straight in is not good anymore. That was on like Military Channel like 15 years ago or something, or some channel, Discovery show we watched. Me and my dad watched it together like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. They had the prototype. I'm sure they got something better than that now, something or other. But they were figuring it out of outer space so we could just defend Earth a little better. Never heard of Star Wars? The old thing was going to keep nuclear bombs going anywhere? What do you think might be in place right now? That was only like 20 years ago, 30 years ago they were talking about Star Wars. Star Wars, not the movie. No, Star Wars was if nuclear bombs were coming every which way around the world. The laser beams from satellite to satellite to satellite, all around. Boom, boom, I'm getting them when those ballistic missiles have to go through outer space first to get to where they're going. So when they get there, intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, well, guess what? To get those things before they get here, need Star Wars set up. That's like laser tag, boy. Anywhere where that missile goes, there'd be a laser destroy it, blow it up in outer space, done. Right there, never reaches Earth then. No planet, nowhere on Earth is a ballistic missile ever going to reach Earth, an intercontinental ballistic missile. So from one continent to the next, you can't make it. That little guy, Kim Jong-un, he can barely get it outside his own country. I'm saying, really. Right now, there's a thing called a mother bomb. We don't need to use any kind of nuclear bomb to actually to flatten an entire city. No, we don't. When you need to, we'll use it. Go to Military Channel, look it up. Google it, Military Channel. Or YouTube it, whatever, Military Channel. Future weapons. Don't you ever watch anything informative, you people out there in America? We're safe, man, safe and sound. Think about it, really. Watch the news much. You watch American news, watch CNN. Watch Reuters on your computer. Stop watching an old boob tube, like my grandfather called it. He worked for UN. For real. He called it the boob tube. Maybe he knew a few things. Well, I'll let you know a few secrets later about what else he knew. They shared with me along the way. I remember everything. I have photographic memory. Hey, it's like a movie for me. My life's like a movie. Call me Martin Scorsese, for Christ's sakes. What the fuck? Or call me anyone. I don't give a shit. My life's been like a movie. I want to think back. It's like roll the reel back. Roll it back. A notch or two. Whatever amount I need to roll it back. And then put it into slow motion if I need to. Total recall. Take